Formula One graced iconic locations worldwide like Suzuka, Monaco and Silverstone, and for a brief glittering moment Hanoi was set to join this list. But the story of Vietnam's dream is one of ambition, a pandemic, a scandal and maybe a second chance. So join me on the story about forgotten and abandoned Formula One track in Vietnam. Hanoi wasn't an obvious choice for F1, but in 2018 F1 was on the hunt for the new markets, and the idea of race here wasn't new. Bernie Ecclestone toyed with it but backed out in the end, wary of the financial risks after the struggles of South Korean and Indian races. But when Liberty Media took over F1, they revived the dream, officially announcing the Vietnamese Grand Prix in 2018 as their first new event that was supposed to happen in 2020. Although this might be probably the cleanest and the most perfect tarmac here in Hanoi, because well, it's a bit bumpy around here, the racetrack wasn't considered the best by the F1 esports drivers. It just had, you know, a couple of long straights and nothing else. It was pretty boring.
Eben auch gefahren und ich finde die auch ziemlich scheiße. Und dass sie das schon 2018 machen wollten, ist schon echt crazy. Die haben es angekündigt für dann 2020.
This wasn't just any street circuit. Of course it was designed by one and only Helmut Tilke, and it was supposed to be a blend of all the other crazy circuits all around the F1 calendar. I believe that these are the corners 13 to 16, which are influenced by the famous S's of Suzuka. Yeah, it has the pedigree. It's like a compilation of the best racetracks in one. And the only thing that remains from the Formula One Hanoi racetrack, apart from the perfect tarmac, is the pit lane building.
Nicht Bitlane Building, Pitlane Building. Da wären die Fahrer untergebracht worden und alles. Und die Strecke, ja, ist ein Stadtkurs eigentlich dann noch gewesen. Aber warum ist das denn jetzt gescheitert? Das würde ich gerne wissen.
This roundabout that you can see there would be the turns 1 and 2 modeled.
Warte, was? Der Kreisverkehr sollte...
Would be the turns 1 and 2 modeled after the famous Nordschleife. The pit start-finish line is right there, so they would go up to the roundabout, yeah, here, and just turn back to the stadium section. The stadium, the national stadium, is right here, and they would go around to more straight, because this track is all about straight, it's all about top speed. So they go to that intersection, to that roundabout right there. I can see it right now, but I will put it on the drone shot, and turn around and probably go around right there somewhere to another roundabout, and they would come back to the start finish lane, okay, with the pit lane building. So yeah, this is the whole racetrack. Let me go also over there, maybe we'll find something interesting, but everything is torn apart, everything apart from the pit lane building. It looks, well, interesting.
Okay. Oh, da war aber was mit der Ding.
Interesting.
Eieieiei. Also Vietnam wäre auch, glaube ich, hätte nie geklappt. Nie im Leben.
Construction kicked off in 2019. The circuit and the eye-catching 300-meter pit lane building, this one, were completed. It was inspired by Hanoi Imperial Citadel, and this is where the cars would be parked. This is where the drivers right there would pick up their trophies, probably. And you have the grandstand.
Warte, was? Ach, das ist das Podest.
Would pick up their trophies, probably. And you have the grandstands right here in the pit lane building. Wow. Oh wow.
Crazy. Absolute Rotz-Grand-Prix gewesen. Wäre das der absolute Rotz-Grand-Prix.
As the you know what happened, a new issue emerged. Politics. Hanoi's mayor, a key backer of the race, was arrested on corruption charges in 2020. Grandstands were supposed to be right here on the start-finish line, but yeah, torn down. Everything apart from the pit lane building is torn down. Wow.
Weil der Bürgermeister damals verhaftet worden ist und eigentlich Unterstützer war, hat man das dann abgebrochen, weil politische Probleme gab oder was?
These are the final three corners here on the Hanoi racetrack. As you can see, there is the Vietnam name written. You can see the white and red stripes. This would be the high-speed chicane.
Da hat er Drohnenaufnahmen.
The white and red stripes. This would be the high-speed
Tatsache, da steht Vietnam.
chicane. These were borrowed from Malaysian Sepang circuit. Look at this. The high-speed corners that would lead to a very tight turn. Back to the start-finish straight. And now it looks completely abandoned. The last corner is right here. And this would be the entrance to the pit lane. Right here.
Stell sich einer mal vor, jemand wäre, die hätten da wirklich gestartet. Ich glaube, das hätten Massencrashs gegeben. Also das sind ja Dinger gewesen. Also ich hatte ja schon selber Probleme mit dem Fahren. Also hier bei der Simulation von F1 2020 jetzt hier sind ja nur gerade mal 10 Fahrer ans Ziel gekommen.
I have to be very quiet because I saw there's a guard there and I didn't come in here completely legally. I believe I had to crawl under the fence. I better be quiet because he is right there. Despite its downfall, the truck still tells a story. See this? The word right there, you might not see this, it's better to look at this from above. It says Vietnam. It's almost poetic, like a memorial to a race that only existed in our imaginations.
Nur virtuell existiert. Das ist verrückt. Das ist verrückt.
I decided to climb up to the top. Let's see So it looks like from above. I have to be very quiet because I know there are cars here. And if I'm caught, well, I don't even want to know. Look at this.
Schon eine krasse Aussicht. Guck mal, du kannst ja so weit gucken.
These are the grandstands on top of the pit lane. Wow. I came here illegally, but I needed to show you this. Wow.
Crazy. Respekt, dass du das gemacht hast. Das sind halt echte Bilder von der Sache, die sie halt nie gemacht haben. Auch echt scheiße. Alter, komplett verlassen. Die Wiesen, nichts gemacht, gar nichts. Das Grün, alles tot. Da ist der Kreisverkehr. Alles leer, alles tot.
To get here, it's not easy. You can see exactly where the truck would go because of a different shade of the tarmac. As you can see, this is the pit lane and it goes all the way there, and this is the stadium section right here. Let me check the Maiding National Stadium.
Da kannst du einfach rein.
So that part was abandoned, but this is the street circuit, of course. So look at this. This is how it would look like. It's so wide. I mean, it's like 8 lanes or even more. On just one side, there are 2 sides right here.
Ja, okay.
Right now, covered by scooters. But this would be the street version of the Hanoi. So this part of the racetrack is a normal road. As you can see, lots of cars, lots of scooters. But this part, this one, would be, I believe, turn 11, 12. The cars would turn around and go back to the stadium section. So this is how it looks like right now. Hanoi Grand Prix, a race that never happened, a track that is haunted by what ifs and perhaps is just perhaps a story that is still waiting to be written. But yeah, this track is already a part of F1 story and legacy. So if you're ever in Hanoi, you might take a detour here to see this F1 racetrack that was never finished. You can almost feel like a ghost of F1 here. It feels strange, it feels nice, but maybe, just maybe, F1 will come back to Southeast Asia once again. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.
Glaube ich nicht, dass das passieren wird, Bro. Glaube ich nicht, dass das passieren wird, Bro. Nie im Leben. Nie im Leben.